Okay. It's literally been all day that I've been doing this. I'm getting exhausted and it's getting close to where I need to go pick up my daughter. But I want to just get to a point where like something really integral happens, and then I'm going to stop there and then we can go into the other parts of the story later. So that was in September. His wife finds out. In October, Nate ends up moving out, and so now his wife knows Nate's moved out. His wife kicked him out, and he was living with a friend. He and I were dating. You know, again, I'm going to get into all the details of this shit later. But so in February, the next year of 2014, I felt like he and I were getting really serious. He was telling me a lot of things. He was telling his wife's other things. But basically, I started looking for a home that was big enough for us to start a new family together with my children and his children. So I found us a home in North Ogden. Well, that doesn't mean anything to you guys. A little bit north of the city that I was in. That was like 5 bedrooms. And I moved into it on my own, left the condo that I had been in. And then he was supposed to come join me. His wife had moved out into an apartment in January, and he was supposed to come join me. He was trying to sell his home. The market wasn't doing very good, so it was going to probably need to be like a short sell. So anyway, he was going to still stay there till they figured out if he was going to be able to sell his home or what was going on. I moved into the new home. Our relationship was very difficult. We were together. I was pretty sure that we were a twin flame union. He knew nothing of anything new age or spiritual or anything. This was a whole new world to him. You know, Nate was completely devastated and heartbroken, and he knew that I was finally done, like actually really done, that this was not a ploy for his attention, like all the other, you know, bullshit and affairs that had gone on in the past. Like I was actually in love with somebody, and that we weren't going to reconcile. And it was hard for him to come to that realization, you know. And God, we had been a part of each other's lives for 20 years. I mean, since I was 15 years old, like, it was hard. Although I was in love with Jason, I loved Nate. I still love Nate. And he was not doing what he should have been doing as a father. He was not visiting the girls. He pretty much just was ready to hand them over to Jason. Just was like, oh, that's their new dad, and you guys don't need me. And on May 3rd, 2013, actually May 4th, the next day, I found out through a mutual friend that he was in the ICU in a coma. And I'm going to have to do separate videos on this too, but basically he'd been there for about over 12 hours. He had had a cardiac arrest. So I went and got my girls and we headed up to the hospital. And he was in ICU for 3 days until on May 3rd, which was a Saturday, we decided as a family to take him off life support. And he died at 5:31 p.m., which his birthday is May 31st. So he passed away. Just like I knew that he always would. This is from his funeral. Here he is with our babies. This is from a fundraiser that they had done for him. So things were about to get very, very difficult, and Jason and I are still together to this day, but and we're doing amazing, and my kids are doing very well, and he's such a good stepdad, and I love his kids like my own. We have them full time, and I don't know what I would do without them. I always wanted to have more kids. I always knew that I was going to have more kids. I always thought that I was going to end up doing like foster care or something, but obviously I had a lot of guilt when Nate passed away. And I know that I have a lot of people who've judged me, and I don't blame them, but I can't explain it any other way other than that these relationships were supposed to happen the way that they have, and I am truly sorry for anybody that was hurt along the way. They didn't deserve that. But we all choose to come to this earth and experience certain things, and we have karma to have unfold in our lives based on past lives, and things like twin flames and soulmates, you know, they're just things that we can't control. I'm sorry, I'm a complete mess now. So, you know, in my mind, Jason's my twin flame and Nate is my soulmate, and I had to have both of these relationships, you know, were karmic and had to happen this way, but I'm sure you guys might have other ideas. I know this was a lot for the first series of videos, but I really needed to get this out off my chest. It's been weighing on me, and I don't know how or why, but I feel like my story is going to be able to help somebody. So I want to get into some more of the good stuff about a twin flame reunion or twin flame union. Because a lot of what you read on the internet is just, you know, the hard shit, the stuff about the runner, and that stuff's true. But there are really amazing twin flame relationships out there, and at the same time, I want to honor my relationship with Nate and who he was. And so I just feel like by going right now into, like, you know, all the amazing stuff that's happened with Jason and I, that would be, you know, slightly disrespectful. So I'm going to end this series right here. I'm going to wait till I start to see some views and I start to get some questions, and we can go back and clarify certain things or go over other certain specific stories based on what you guys show interest in. So, you know, leave me comments. Even if you judge me, it's fine. I understand, like, it doesn't sound good. I get that. And especially people who don't know about twin flames. Actually, you know, affairs are pretty common in twin flame reunions, which, again, it's not an excuse. It's still horrible. It's really bad. And if anybody is in this position that they've met their twin flame and they're married, or their partner or their twin is married, if I could go back and do anything, I would be with Jason, but I would have done it differently, because it does add a certain amount of, you know, it taints the relationship to a certain extent from the beginning. And it's such a pure love that it deserves more than that. It deserves more respect than that. But I can't go back and change it, you know, it is what it is. So, I hope that you guys show me some compassion and some kindness, but I understand a lot of you are going to be upset by this story. A lot of you have probably been cheated on, and I understand that it's going to open up wounds for you, and that's fine. So that is all for now, and let me know what you guys think, good, bad, and ugly. Bye.